Hello, welcome to my community meeting. Yo, what's up, guys? Can everyone ping Ozzy and tell him
Hello?
hello? Yo, it's
Yo,
Ozzy's
Hello?
birthday. Make sure you ping him. Make sure you tell him it's his birthday.
yo, relax. Stop,
Yo.
stop trolling. Stop trolling with this. Don't do that. All right, my bad. Sorry, I had my mic muted. All right, good evening. Let me unlock stage chat real quick. I bought a new mic, by the way, so if my stuff is too loud, please let me know so I can fix it immediately. All right. Stage chat's been unlocked. All right, so lots to talk about. I'll dive into the big four basically, because that's what I've divided it into. So obviously, there's been some changes to structure. I'll get into that in a second and basically announce that. So currently, right now, I'm operating as the head of lore and the head of staff at the moment, as Stake was removed. On top of that, other members of lore team were also removed. I'll get into that in a minute in really full detail. Regarding that, Cilio has been pushed down to lore team. He is no longer the co-project lead as well with those reforms. And staff team has obviously been pushing events, so I got everything pretty much set up. So essentially, structure-wise, it's just project lead and lore team. That's really it. Everyone's chilling right now. So in regards to what's going on with the game, event-wise, I'll be honest with you. Personally, I had some. I got farmed low key. I just had a little mental shot for a minute, and I was unable to keep up with the game, and it definitely affected event quality and stuff like that. And I dropped agendas, and I wasn't able to give staff directions to host them. So events just dropped for a while. That's the explanation for that. So it's completely on me. I apologize for that. I've worked with staff recently in lore team to get everything written so you guys can actually have content. The lack of content in all branches, including quality, is completely on me and nobody else. So I do take accountability for that. I apologize for that like deeply. And regarding why there was the purges and reforms in the first place, so a lot of people think there was like 30 reforms, 20 reforms. In reality, it was just two. The first time a member of staff had leaked something with global ESP, so we fired a bunch of people. We know who it was. Okay, that's pretty much it. We know who it was. So that was the first one. Someone leaked something, not a good look. Dealt with it immediately. The second time, which is this time, where we fired we fired Steak. Well, I shouldn't say we. I fired Steak. I fired Steak, Zin, Tortuga, and JTK. Now the reasons why I did that, I will get into that. So let's start from the top. Tortuga was the old head of lore. He was very inactive. I don't know what happened to him. I tried to keep in contact with him. I messaged him. He just disappeared. Me and Cilio told him, "Yo, we need you to get active." I don't know what happened to him. He's a cool dude. Nothing, no bad blood or anything. He was just inactive. So I don't want anyone holding a position and just not being there. And then next up we have JTK. I don't think a lot of people saw that guy. He was one of our back end writers. Wrote a lot of stuff. We had a internal falling out, and then he left for a while, and then he was rehired without my permission. So I fired him again. So I don't know if anyone knew he came back. I don't know if he even had the role, but yeah, he was fired like a second time, or he wasn't fired a second time, but he quit the first time, and I just fired him this time because I didn't approve of him coming back. I don't know if people know who that is, but he's a cool dude. And regarding Zin, which I think is the most controversial one, she was fired for inappropriate conduct. That's pretty much it. So that's why a lot of people were fired in regards to what was going on. That's as honest as I can be and as transparent as I can be. A lot of people were concerned with very certain specific things. I'll bring up some of those concerns right now. Some of the patrons were DMing me, patrons, whatever. They were DMing me, asking me questions about where's the Patreon money going? Because apparently development has quote unquote slowed up. Allegedly, I don't know where it's coming from, but apparently it's coming from SL Highcom. Apparently, you guys aren't able to do stuff because maps aren't developed. Southern Wilderness exists. Like you guys can go to the marine. Like those are maps from Old Lore. Like they exist. Like all the all the Patreon funds right now are going to developers, and we're getting maps made. Right now, what's in the works? I can say publicly, we have West Rose in the works, and then after that is they just did Karenese, like they remade it. It looks pretty nice. Krova was also remade, which is pretty nice. I think after they do West Rose, they'll focus on some of the other things, and then they'll at some point I think Ermic will be done. Someone ping me with new walls. I'll take questions in a second, but yeah, I don't really have like a specific list of other problems regarding that, but what I've pretty much said is just as honest as I can be. And for my final point, like what actually happened with everything, I just got mentally overwhelmed, and I disappeared for 3 days at a bad time, and it caused people to get fucked over because of a lack of communication, which was on my part and partially on lore teams, but mainly mine. I failed to communicate with a lot, and it caused a lot of issues. One of those factors being me personally, there was a really big creative argument regarding like the state of the walls. Personally, I felt like it hasn't felt like a breach, but we've definitely worked on that. It definitely feels like shit is breached now. People have reacted the right way. Before it didn't feel like that. Now it's feel like that. Oh right, I didn't say why Steak was fired. Thank you. You reminded me. Steak was fired because me and him had a disagreement kind of. It wasn't necessarily that. He was just fired from upper staff. That's pretty much it. He was fired from upper staff as part of direct reforms, and he personally did something I disagree with. He wasn't really professional with it. I mean, I told he if he wanted to stay moderator, he could have. He just I guess he didn't want to, so he just left the staff team fully. So yeah, I don't really know. Fifth didn't get banned from the game. I don't know why we're bringing him up, but Fifth didn't get banned from the game. He just guy got burnt out and quit. I can probably guess why he quit because of a specific thing, not anything to do with Lord Team or me, but I think I know why Fifth quit. It wasn't the Sabrina Carpenter thing. It was something else. I think he built a map and got disrespected, and that's it. I will. I hope my mic isn't too loud. I'm sorry if it is. I'm gonna start bringing people up on stage now. So I'm gonna go. Uh, can people raise their hand right now? No, right? They can't. All right, I'm gonna bring some people up. So there we go. All right, let's see. All right, we got Cloak Dash. All right, so let me explain this question thing. You'll have a timer of 30 seconds because I don't want to be here, all day. So You'll have about, so the moment you come on, that's your 30 seconds. Your 30 seconds starts the moment you get brought up. All right? Are we clear on that? Everyone good? All right, bet. Give me a second. We just get a timer real quick. All right. So when you get brought up, that's your 30 seconds or whatever the fuck. So, get ready. All right, Lord, I'm going to bring you up. So you got your 30 seconds to ask whatever it is you want. Preferably keep it to any issues. So if you have things you want to bring up right now and ask, this is the time where I can be transparent and kind of tell you. This is where it's really important for you to be honest with me so I can be honest with you. So just ask straight up. I don't care how critical it is or how deep it is. Just ask and I will get that shit sorted. All right. Kai Caesar, I'm gonna bring you up. You got your 30 seconds.
Oh shit! Okay, so I was gonna come up with a question, but I got one. Does anyone else have that issue where like they crash and then everyone else freezes around them, and like you just don't know how to fix it? If anyone else has that issue, please let me know. I'm trying to figure out how to fix it.
Was this a bug? No.
This is it.
No.
Ozzy, I'm
No.
just come up here real
No.
quick. That's a
All right. All right. Next person. You're packed. Bringing you up. Ready?
Yo,
What's up, man? All right, go.
so I had a question regarding prominence. Does prominence only mean doing accomplishments in lore or slash being nobility? Because, for example, you can do shit without being known, really. I DM'd you about it, but got ghosted.
All right. Well, you had like 22. So to answer that, regarding prominency, I did forget to speak on this. Regarding prominency, prominency is usually gained through lore feats. Okay, it's not specifically nobility, but it's more things you do catered in lore that will get you recognized in certain areas. Prominency isn't recognition wall wide. It can be recognition in certain specific areas. So there's prominency that's like that. There's underground prominency. Not everyone will know shit like that. Alongside this, regarding character backgrounds, because I forgot to say this, lore team and me have talked. We're not going to accept any more character backgrounds. We can't do it. I'd rather focus on us hosting events. It's become very backed up. If you have an existing background, we'll respect it. But regarding like anything new, you'll probably have to get like a lore prominence or speak with me or something like that. And we can figure it out. This is generally because I want events to be hosted and I want other things to be done before we look at writing and stuff. And I think it's much more important to worry about the general player base than one person's backstory. And you can still obviously write a backstory, like you can still have it there in your head.
Yeah.
So yeah, is there anything else you're packed? Because you had your like little. Actually, no, that was your question. All right.
I'm not gonna.
No, that was your question. All right. Steel_CW. I'm gonna bring you up. You ready, bud?
Yo, so like kind of two things. Firstly, last law, the whole new walls thing was teased for like multiple months, but it never came out. And you mentioned it like once this law. So is that ever gonna come? And secondly,
All right. So yeah, you're good. You're good. Keep going. My bad.
and secondly, in terms of NPCs like actors, it kind of feels like apart from like the main like two NPCs, every other NPC is like civilian number 243. They have nothing to them, and it just kind of feels like they exist just to exist. Like you speak to them, and it's like there's no point in them being there.
All right. So regarding civilians and stuff like that, typically if you notice dry events where actors aren't performing well, you can type that in feedback. That's more of a feedback thing, because that's really like event specific. Obviously, we can't control what's going on with them. So if you see, I don't know, dryness in civilians are acting, you can always drop a feedback and staff can look into that. It's not really like a lore team or like a super crazy thing to really jump into. But yeah, in regards to your first question, so Walls V2, I'll explain that. So the original Walls V2 was made by Jambo, and there was an altercation between Jambo and Wimmy and Walls V2 is going to be given to us, but after that altercation, which was a joke if I recall, he wasn't going to be given Walls V2. So I hired a modeler to make Walls V2, and he did so, and then he caught I believe COVID or something. So we have Walls V2 done right now. It's more or less just polishing up on a few things and fixing a few errors. Like it's done. Like the model is done. Like it just needs to be added to maps. So the plan right now is to get that sorted out and then see when we can start getting stuff placed. Cause the moment I get told it's done, I can just go in studio and start placing it myself, and I'll get the builders on that because it'll be the most important task. And then at some point we'll have to get a breached version of the model as well. But I think we can do that on our own, to be honest. But yeah. So yeah, Walls V2 done. We're just doing it like it's actually done, can be added in game and shit like that. I just need this one specific thing fixed and it'll be good.
All
All right. Hope that answers your question. All right. Not gonna lie, I thought people would have more questions about the game. Not gonna lie, I'm just stunned. I was expecting more hard hitting questions. All right, yo, Jexic, I'm bringing you up.
So recently I wiped, and when I'm looking through TC, apparently all of like the events there have been halted, and I was really looking forward towards trying to get Prodigy and stuff. But so far I'm just looking and it's just conscription, that's it. And maybe practical if you qualify for it, or something along those lines.
What's the question?
What's going on with TC in those regards? Why is it like that all of a sudden?
Can people not see? I don't know if the perms are fucked up in that server, but I pinged in polls. I said, yo, do you guys want a conscript? I pinged. I said, do you guys want conscriptions for like a week or two? They voted like they wanted conscriptions for a week. There's two reasons why I did conscriptions. I'll be blunt on this, okay? I'm not trying to call anyone out. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. I'm trying to be nice with this. TC has had some internal problems, really toxic, bad problems, and it's starting to creep in affect events. I'm not going to go into detail about what's going on. I've really been trying my best to resolve it, but unfortunately, I can't be there 24/7 to babysit and stuff like that. So there is some internal things going on with instructors that are making it a really negative and toxic environment. I'm doing my best to look into it and crack down on it. Mainly the conscriptions for two reasons, and I'll be blunt. One was to give the TIs a break because if you saw what I saw, it's very terrible. What's going on? It's very sad actually. And then for the second reason, I generally saw a lot of complaints from players saying that TC was boring at the moment, and I kind of connected it that it had something to do with the instructors being eloped to something else and not really passionate about it. So I'd rather players get a training or teaching experience from the branches and skip out on Prodigy, because Prodigy isn't a be all end all. It's a nice thing, but it's not crazy anymore. So I think it's okay to skip for a few. It'll only be a week. I think it ends soon. I think like 3 days it'll end or something like that. So I just wanted to get conscription out there because I did want to get players into it, and it does make sense for the lore and in my head for there to be conscriptions right now, considering that if you look at SL, they wipe the fuck out. If you look at SG, they need manpower. And if you look at MP, they have like a reserves program. It's pretty cool. So I feel like conscriptions right now aren't a bad thing. And especially considering that I do want TC events to be high quality. So,
All right.
yeah.
That was all.
All right, cool. Next person. Monkey D. Humi. All right, I'm gonna bring you up, man.
Hello, Ozzy.
What's up?
So, as I'm one of these people, what is going to happen to the lore of the people who got like fired? Like, because certain lore team got fired and their lore Yeah, I've had deep lore with a certain lore team.
Yeah, continue,
and I
continue,
don't-
continue, continue. You're good.
And I do not want it to end because I'm being dead ass. I've had like a whole week of a training arc, and I don't want this shit to just end because I hate lore that just doesn't end. What
All
will
right.
I be able to do about it if I'm being dead
So
ass?
I'll be transparent on this. This will hopefully and likely be the only time something like this happens. It's all of it is retconned. Like anything that was done
Can I
is
get my eye
retconned.
back, please?
I look. I'm being completely honest here. It was retcon. It's just retcon, and it's kind of had to be. It's had to be like that because of the material that was
Everything?
hosted and stuff like that. All of it is retcon because personally, me, things weren't certain things weren't communicated to me, and I can't just filler stuff in that I don't know because at that point it's just I can't follow up because it's not stuff that I personally wrote and it's not stuff that I personally oversaw or approved. I can't really give anything like that. So it's it's just better if it's just retconned. You know what? How did you lose your eye to this lore? Like, did you die? Like, can
Okay.
you?
So
Yeah,
a
how
hunter
about this?
Rick-
So wait, instead of explaining this on stage, DM me. I'll take care
I
of
got
it.
you, bro. I got you, bro. Just
I already,
go to
Juice, I got it. I got it.
All right, damn. Hella niggas just coming up on stage. Keep your ass down. All right. So, anyways, if someone wants to steam heal this guy or something like that to fix his eye, like do that. That'd be cool.
Oh shit,
All right.
Steve. Okay.
All
My
right,
bad.
bet. Okay, is that well? That was your question. So let's move on. Yes, anyone who's fired, their lore's been retconned. Unless unless I explicitly say it hasn't, it's just been retconned. Okay, Zin's lore retconned, Tortuga's stuff retconned. JTK shit wasn't retconned. He wrote some pretty cool stuff that has been in use since the start. And we got Vane up next. Wolfort was not fired. Wolfort is in the lore team server. Why are we talking about Wolfort? What the fuck? Guys, I said who I fired. Tortuga, Zin, JTK, and I moved Cilio down. Oh yeah, I also moved some people down to Lore Rider and stuff like that as well. Yeah, so all right, next up is Vane. Vane, you got your stuff. I said why Vane was fired. I said why Zin was fired earlier, by the way. All right.
Hi, does this work?
Yep.
Oh my god, perfect. All right, so I have 3 questions. So one, are we gonna get more maps that could probably like impact Roy in a way, like districts, any more districts that'll be available? And 2, will there be any more items for progression or whatever, then whatever the fuck. And then 3, are you bringing people, like rehiring? Not rehiring, more like looking for more LT in a sense. Or you're not just kind of just putting it on pause. I really don't blame you, honestly.
All right. Boom. That was the 30 seconds. Okay. So for all 3 questions, so first question is maps. Yes, we're making new maps that will have an impact on lore. Specifically, personally, I want SL to go do an expedition to host and go in the fucking mines. I want them to do that. But these guys are pussy and they don't want to do that. So, whatever. Like, they don't want to do it. We'll send MP to do it or SG or some other shitty ass brain. We'll send TI to do it. Okay? We'll get TC to do it. All right? That's what we'll do. And then regarding maps though, yeah, we definitely have shit planned that impacts lore on the maps, specifically like exterior. Obviously we want new interior things on the maps too, because I think that was I think it was definitely special going to like some wilderness map and finding some crazy shit on it, like a bunker with a padlock and fucking guessing the code for like 3 hours and then unlocking it and getting to some crazy shit. I think stuff like that's cool. So yeah, it'll definitely happen in the future. 2 was, what was 2?
Items, any items, like
New items? Yes, okay. Yes, there are 50 plus commissioned items in the game that need to be added. Hydrix and Baggin are extremely busy, and I'm not trying to bother them with that right now. There are a shit ton of there's a shit ton of stuff to be commissioned in game. Like riot shields were redone. It's not a piece of fucking metal anymore. Whoever the hell does like that shit is it's just crazy to me. That was a piece of metal. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff that's been commissioned. It's just got to get added. However, the approach development-wise that I've taken and have told developers to watch is optimize the game and then handle major events. And then for the third question, if we're hiring LT, I've already looked into 2 LT picks. I'm probably going to bring 1 or 2 on board. There's one person I was talking to. He'll let me know. The second person, they're in stage right now. I think I'll just say who the second person I'm hiring is because they're pretty good. I'm hiring Charlie Quinn, guys. Charlie Quinn, Andy from TC. Charlie Quinn. All right. So boom, there you go. That's a new lore team pick right there, guys. Some trial lore team. All right. Appreciate you, Vay. Have a good one.
Appreciate you too.
Who the hell brought this guy on stage? Why are we just bringing up people on stage? All right. Hoovy King 12. You ready to speak?
Hey, Ozzy. So how do you feel about the recent events from a difficulty standpoint? Do you think things have met your expectation, been below, been above? How do you feel things are from like a game difficulty?
That's a good question. Obviously, I can't sit here and lie to you and say that I've been happy because obviously people wouldn't be fired. You know what I mean? So obviously there has been. I have definitely been upset, but it's gotten better. We've just sat down and talked and it's gotten better. So there's that. I've been pretty satisfied with the event difficulty as of recent, though I do think it needs to take a little bit of a new direction because I feel like a breach should most definitely kind of change the atmosphere of difficulty, interior and exterior wise. Like my goat Juice, who is a fucking savior, bro. I don't appreciate Juice enough. That guy's got my back all the time. I don't appreciate that enough. I deadass don't. But that guy hosted Peak event last night, and I think that event had really good difficulty regarding it. So I definitely have been satisfied recently. But regarding more previous events, not really. I've felt like some were too killy or something like that. But yeah, that's that. There you go. That's the answer to that. I don't know if that's the answer wanted to hear, but it's the answer I'm giving. So
I mean, could you break it down for SG and MP as well? And I guess TI.
break it down for SG and MP, and well, MP personally, MP. Regarding the difficulty of their events, I do definitely think it needs to be structured more around the fact that there's a breach rather than direct just combat and street shootings. I think combat between refugees and Marines is definitely the difficulty it should be approaching from. So more of like unskilled fighters. And regarding SG, I think it should be more civil unrest, so more mass groups and mass crowds of people. I've always found it weird that MP is the riot control branch, which has never really made sense to me. I think that's more of an SG duty than anything, which has always made sense to me because SG is a much bigger force. So I feel like in terms of SG and MP handles the more kind of outskirts, like more kind of direct violence. I think SG handles crowd control type of violence right now. So I feel like it's more unskilled difficulty. That's what it should be for SG. It should be unskilled fighters, some poor brawlers and shit like that. For SL, I don't know, maybe they get robbed or something because someone wants a piece of bread or some shit. I do think there's definitely been questionable events. Like don't get me wrong, but yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll say it. Do you think that the host event is the kind of difficulty you're looking for the West? With a like 70-80%.
I'm not going to comment on anything on the West. Personally, I think the West PD was fine, but I don't think it's what I would have hosted. That's all. That's all I'll say. All right, I gotta go to the next person. I appreciate your time.
Steak wants to come up. He's been DMing me.
All right, Steak can wait in line. He's a normal person like everyone else. All right, Zaydens, don't come up on stage, bro. Zaydens, what's up, man?
Yo, what's good? All right, so I got one thing I want to ask about, and it's about Tundra. Like Tundra, for the past 6 days, there's been no like Tundra like at all, bro. And I don't know if it's like with the whole conscripts. I don't know if TIs are like burnt out or like anything, but like if you check right now in the trainings, it's just phase 1, practical exam, phase 1, practical exam. And there has been polls for like Tundra, but like there's just been nothing, bro. Like nothing has been. And I understand like conscripts and everything, right? But at the same time, I don't want to conscript into a branch with only 2 talents. Like that's not like I want to be progressed before I go into like a whole like thing already, bro. That's pretty much it. Exactly. That screenshot that just got sent. I got 3DM. I got 3DMG
All right,
training.
so
and-
so I'm gonna discuss with staff on a good way to approach that. You brought up a good point. I'll be honest. I'm thinking maybe a few, maybe like 1 or 2 talent roles just for conscriptions right now because we're not doing TC as a form of compensation. But Prodigy is the one thing that will be skipped out on or something like that. I'm gonna discuss it with staff. Don't DM me. Don't ping anyone. Don't freak out about it. Okay, just a couple talent roles for the people conscripting right now. Not something that's gonna fucking like make them equal to your high com or something like that.
Okay.
Bro, Silver. Never mind. It's calm.
All right, that's
Love you,
all I
bro.
wanted to say.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate your time on the stage, bro. All right. Let's get to the next question. All right. Luffy profile picture. Interesting. All right, bro. Speak. Yo, bro, your time's ticking.
Observer muted. I just wanted to ask about the female situation. How people wanted me to bring this up is can females see us? Like, is it people are asking if it's global ESP.
All right. Clarification. No.
Okay, bye.
I love that guy, man. Bro, that's the funniest shit, bro. What the hell? Yeah, nah, no hate to that guy. But no, female, okay, I'm gonna tell you what it is. So if you guys aren't aware, on some of these Marine maps, the rocks, they use like a really, maybe some people might know what I'm talking about. It happens with the trees too. If you stand far away enough from them, they don't render. I think that's probably why. Yeah, texture. Yeah, it's the texture streaming and it's the level of detail. So LOD. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, someone posted an image of it. Like, so that's probably it. We can't really fix that. That's like a Roblox thing. And it's also an optimization thing. So we can't like just like disable it because it also happened with Marlands as well. Specifically, XQ with his spec last lore, he could just see people through trees and yeah. So there's shit like that. There's also just been blatant instances where people fire like flares and then go, "How did they see us?" It just, I don't know. People are pretty bad. All right, let me bring up. This is a troll. We're not bringing this guy up. We'll bring up MDR.
Hello, I finally got let on stage.
Steak.
Oh, that's good.
Steak. If you do it one more time, trust me, something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, what's
Alright.
good? So my main question was
Let's go, man.
about research and shit. So we got told that research was about to be redone or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you get any information on that? Shit. This week,
I'll
like,
drop
will
it.
be-
I'll drop it in the research group chat. But just to relay to everyone, I'm just gonna basically just manually approve shit instead of making it go through NPCs because it's obviously it's a hard time for me to hop on an NPC when I have to host events, manage staff, manage lore team. So simply put, basically, this is how it's gonna go. I look in the group chat. I see something cool. I say yes, you can do this. Prototype it, and then I look in chat. I see something dumb like body armor
Okay,
V,
yeah, that was
V
pretty
fucking
bad.
2 Mark 1. I just say no, that's dumb. So there you
But
go. That's the
why there are
simplicity of it.
multiple? I had a question. Why there are multiple GCs?
And I will get
only
that
one
was your own question. I'll
Oh,
give you this one.
fuck.
I'll give you this one for
Okay,
free
okay.
though. I'm gonna tell you why there's multiple GCs. Because some people don't like 2i and they made GCs without him because they said, and I quote, 2i is a brick walling idiot. They didn't say the word idiot, they said something else. But they don't like this guy, and they just made group chats, and I got added to them, and I don't want to be in them. All right, I'm bringing up Speed Blast.
Hi, I have two questions. One, do you feel like this is going to be related to your kill again? Do you feel like actors running back and forth, dodging, weaving, like they were on it that last year kill PD? Do you think that's one realistic, and will that continue? Two, what is a good way to get in contact with you? I'm not going to bring up what we have in DMs.
All right. So for the second
But that's
question,
5 week
for the second question, I've had a terrible response time. I will get back to you tonight, guaranteed, on my life. I want someone to fact check. I want someone to DM this guy to fact check that I actually responded to his DMs. Otherwise, I will be quitting this game and never touching it again if I do not DM this guy on
I
my
just want
life.
to say,
Now, for the first thing, regarding actors, I have seen some heinous, terrible clips of actors just sprinting and running away from guns, not listening to staff instructions. I'm gonna crack down on that. So I'm gonna be real. You guys send me clips, I ban. That's the deal right now. So if you see an actor running, send me the clip and I will ban them. I will ban them.
One thing real quick, Ozzy. That event, still very good. Fantastic. One thing, is this sort of in lore? Is this stage sort of in lore?
If you're gonna say something crazy on lore, I wouldn't say it on here. You got your one question.
I'm not going
You got your one
Let's
question.
say
We gotta
suck!
keep it going. We got oh shit. All right. We got 38 more quests. I will bring up Steak as the last one because I don't know if he's gonna troll or if he'll be honest, but we'll see. We'll see how much we get through because I do not want this stage to last too long, obviously. Yo, Konich, you're up. Zuki, you're up.
Hello, thank you.
My question was if you could add something to like the test place, like if I'm paying $20 a month, can we at least like get access to the practical exam stuff to practice it?
No. All right, next. Camo.
Oh, I'm dumb. I have a question about progression and then like NPC stuff. So like I get the game is slow and like progression is supposed to be slow.
start with-
but I feel like Prague is really staggered between the branches.
Events weren't hosted.
Is that literally just it? Because
Yes.
like I feel like MP as a whole right now is severely under progressed.
Events weren't hosted.
Gotcha. And then for like other stuff, like you see a lot of these Aura Farm NPCs, right? Like you got like the crazy like West veteran who's red misting people and the FIS captain with auto parry. Like, are these
25.
Are these things
26.
going to be like able? Like, will the players be able to get them?
All right, 30. Yes. Kind of, yes. You gotta lore hunt it. Be smart. Look into the right shit. Get the right context. Find out how to get it. All right. That was his 30 seconds. All right, Prize Diaz.
Well, that's me. Hello, hi. Main thing, will there be more actors at any point soon-ish?
No, and change your profile picture before you get blacklisted. All right, next. Sammy. Sammy, your time's ticking, bro. Sam.
I'm still muted.
All right.
When will Lorex applications come out, and what about trial staff applications?
Acting applications. I just said we're not doing that. What was the other question you asked? You said mod staff.
Trial staff. Yes.
We just hired a bunch of staff. Don't need any more. I just did reforms a day. There you go. All right. That was a simple question. Appreciate your time. Call Bandit. I think this guy's French, if I recall. So
yo, watch out. Okay,
right.
three things. One, I don't know if it's only MP, but there's zero pay. I don't know if there's a low reason. I don't know what is going on, but it's okay. Second question: how do you feel about scaling in a whole? Because I don't know, scaling's kind of crazy. It's been precise reloading NPCs. It's been one tapping. You know which NPC I'm talking about? NPCs. It's kind of
I actually
crazy.
don't know what you're talking about in regards to one time.
It's one of the rogues. That's all I gotta say. But in third, I heard some stuff that you said about the Lord team you fired. Is all of it gone? Because some major stuff is like
clarification.
What I
Because
think?
I've been asked this
What I-
third time. Zen was fired for inappropriate conduct. Inappropriate conduct. All of her lore retconned. Second of all. So regarding NPCs and scaling and such like that, I'll get into details. So regarding NPCs, I don't know what NPC you're talking about is one-shotting, but I'm assuming you're talking about the one that just like chopped a nigga's head off.
Yeah.
Let me give you context for that. That will never. So moves that one tap you like that. You like the clip you saw, right? It'll never be used in a really cheese ass way. If you surrender, that is the only time it'll be used. Those people who got their heads chopped off, he said, "Stop fighting." That guy monologued, and then he started responding to it. I wasn't a chat log. That nigga was dead. He was like 10 HP and low on gas. That guy was fucking dead.
Tapped. Wait, it was a one tap.
Oh no, it's definitely a one tap move. But you have a guarantee from me. If you're ever one tapped in any sort of combat situation where if you are one tapped by a move, like a move that physically like chops your head off or something, or fucking cuts your body in half, you'll likely be restored depending on the context. Like like you have a 100% guarantee from me. You can clip this. You'll probably be restored if you didn't surrender or some shit, unless there's like a crazy ass low reason to why you got one tapped. So, for example, I think the FIS captain one shot someone because of some out of date values, and we avoided the guy. So yeah, there's definitely like we're definitely not trying to like purposely kill people one tap because that's not fun. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
And how do you feel about other NPCs? Like you're just a regular shooter actors NPCs, I guess.
Yeah, regarding that, I've already talked to staff about that. Definitely there's been some dissent among how we should handle them. So I've been handling them differently. We haven't been giving them proficient reloading. We haven't been giving them like musket talents and stuff. Honestly, they don't get buff stats. They kind of just pick that. Though I should probably announce now that actor stats are typically random unless set by the host themselves, which means that they get to trade Disillusioned, and Disillusioned just makes their shit randomized. So sometimes they can have shit stats, sometimes they can have good stats. It's just completely random. That's up to them. That's your question though, so I appreciate it. I hope that answered regarding NPCs. If you guys have anything further, you can just drop it in the questions channel, and I'll probably follow up on it later. All right, Crank it, Nil. Let's get you going.
Yeah, what's up? I'm gonna direct you to stage chat. This shit is not okay. Please fix conscripts. Face conscripts. This shit is ass.
We just had this. We had this discussion. I answered the question, and I said what I said I would give people talents for it, and that's all right. Blizzard Beats.
Yo, I'm gonna make it quick. Every PD in SL other than SOL is quite literally a white PD, aka more than 50% of people attending dies. I understand it as a whole, but the amount of TP given out does not reflect this. You can be literally one of few to survive, and you get a single hand. I respect you don't want the game to be like an MMO or grindy RPG, but there should be some healthy balance to this. We're expected with Gen 1 Mark II gear to engage endgame titans with low talents. The risk versus reward is not there.
I have bad news for you. I have really bad news for you.
It's the bad news, bro.
That's all SL is. You wipe. You guys want to go out the fucking
But bro, for
walls
one
and
TP, you come back through the
you
only
don't
person
wipe for
alive. You get one tail
TP.
hand,
You wipe
bro.
because you got fucking
this shit is ass.
conscripted. It is. It's terrible. No one wants
SL
to
is ass. So this shit is ass.
But you know what? You guys get the highest prog. Like if you really think about it.
Bro, you understand how it is though. Like those PDs are literal white PDs. You wipe.
Oh, yes, I hate to tell you this, but I hate to tell you this, but unironically, right? Like serious non-troll answer. So yeah, SL is kind of the white branch. That's genuinely what it is, and I mean that's what it is in the show. Obviously, we're not going to try to make every SL expedition like a fucking wipe event, but Titans themselves, yes, they're difficult, and unfortunately, I do hate to say this, but Shifter.
I understand with that,
Aberrants
but
and
I'm
stuff
saying like on a
that.
mission board too. You still want like the death rate on like a literal mission board to be like 70% or like 50.
That's up to we don't decide that. Players decide how good they do.
I mean, when you're spawning like prowlers and shit with Gen 1 gear, like obviously like it's gonna have like a crazy like high death rate.
All right. let me give a clarified answer. I have definitely seen instances where staff members have definitely overspawned abnormals. We've cracked down on it though, because some SL did make some Scouting Legion members did make valid complaints regarding how we've been using the special Titan variant, saying that they've been overused. I'm inclined to agree. So yes, you're not going to see the spam anymore. It won't be as stupid. It'll actually be very realistic and toned down. But in my personal opinion, abnormals are always going to be in a high amount. When I say abnormals, I mean like the actual normal abnormals.
Yeah.
they're always going to be high. I mean, even in the show, you saw a lot of abnormals. Crawlers and things like that should be much rarer, so you guys shouldn't have to worry about that. We're not going to spam those anymore. I have seen in the past that they've been spam. I'm not going to deny that it's definitely happened.
No, most
I
PDs, like
remember-
Wimmy's PDs recently have been like really good. I'm gonna be honest. But,
Wimmy,
like,
Wimmy's good with that, but yeah, all right. I hope
I'm
I
good.
hope I answered. If you have
Yeah,
any
you did.
further questions, drop it in the questions channel. That guy had a banger right there. All right, Breezy Turbo. All right, yo, what's up, man? Yo, if
Hey,
this is
what's
about
up?
all right, actually no, you're good. You talk.
No bar DMs. That's private. 3 questions. Are you aware of the REM issue where people are dying and not going to REMs? And that's one question. Second question is about Tundra. Could you make it more fun for people that go there? Because after Rumour got finished and like the rogue PDs that happen sometimes there, all you get is Viewfinder, Stickton, Fur, and Fur Coat, really mid stuff. And 3, the guy who said before me the Titan issue, he made a really good point. Some lore team kind of fuck up how they act. Like there was a PD where sprinters act really stupid and run to hordes, like run to us on purpose, and sometimes they're really smart. They act weird differently on per host or per PD. That's all I see it. That's all I have to say. You can answer now.
I have food in my mouth. Give me a second.
Yeah, you chilling.
All right. So regarding TC and Tundra specifically, what I had discussed with builders in the past, and honestly, like I said, there's priorities to what we want to do. A TC like map rework and a Tundra rework, it's there. It's not necessarily at the forefront though. It's there though. It's not at the forefront. So
That's
we
fair.
do want to fix the map. We do want to change things. We want to. The discussion was changing TC map to the desert map and doing the desert phase, which is an actual thing in AOT. So
That's
something
fine.
like that. But yeah. In regards to how abnormals acted, is what you said.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Yeah.
think
So
that
in
definitely-
regards to that, yeah, lore team does tend to vary, but I can't really explain. Like it's low key a lore reason. Sometimes like the scouts, the high com 2i can tell you. Sometimes, bro, they was playing crazy. Like they was guarding people getting grabbed, and sometimes they just be running in. Like it's really dependent.
Also, this is not a question, but can I explain a little bit what I mean about
That's
about
your
that? Like,
that's your 30 seconds. Unfortunately,
It's not a
Love you,
question,
bro.
but can I explain it?
It is indeed your question. You can drop
Wait,
it in the
the
questions channel. All right, let's get the next one going on the show.
No, hold on. You didn't answer his REMs.
Oh yeah, about the REMs. Let me answer the REMs things. I'm gonna get someone to look into that. I don't know what's up with that. Definitely seems like a bug of some sort. Let me bring up Lord Farquaad. I think this guy was supposed to be up originally.
I got a question about Patreon. It says on Patreon that you've got $4,000 coming in every month, but from in devlogs, scripters aren't doing shit. There's suggestions that communities making and like loads of upvotes and everything, but nothing's being added.
All right.
Is it all
You want me to?
behind
You want me
scenes,
to? I'm gonna be completely honest with you, okay? These suggestions are ass, bro. Look, these guys said make Freebird apply anywhere in Titan territory. That's not how the fucking trait works. Somebody said setting for old lighting. That it just doesn't work like that. We can't do that. Someone said make Prodigy a static number. That's not a dev suggestion. Someone says strong human passive while healing in flow state. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? These suggestions are trash. All right, let's look at some good ones. What are some good ones? Let's see. Please raise server cap. Okay. Fix cloaker add feature. Oh, that's not really high priority. Give auto loot to Red Mist. No. Let's see. Add field cannons.
That remnant thing
That's
should
a
have been
good
fixed
one.
ages ago, to be fair.
Remnants have been looked into, apparently. That's what I just got told, and they're fine or something like that. So it'll probably be looked again. Shifter leg hitbox. So regarding the Patreon in devs, so I will say this, right? Even if the Patreon's making a lot of money, waiving money doesn't just like magically make updates come. I think there's a very strong misconception between what players think happens with the money versus what in reality happens. So this is what happens, right? So Podrix and Baggin, we actually do have a couple people willing to script right now, so we can actually get the shit we need pushed out, especially if it's external. So regarding that, typically we just push it, we get shit fixed right now. Our number one priority is optimization, and they don't really post that in devlogs because like it's just shit. Like a bunch of shit was optimized at the beginning of the game. A lot of stuff is worked on typically though. Like they're just not gonna post the lore sensitive content stuff. But shit is definitely being worked on. Especially with the builders too. Like they post, Lamio was really posting the sneaks, and we've been posting that like he's working on the face. Right now, I can't say Podrix is overhauling the customization system. Like I can say that. Like that's the thing that's happening. Like there's gonna be custom eye color, like you can just color your eyes and shit like that, and everyone's gonna be able to do it. So there's stuff like that. So yeah, I understand like the feeling of like a lack of communication with dev updates, but I promise you they're working on shit. I see it. I gotta make sure they're doing it because obviously like what would I be paying them for if they weren't? You know, they're doing a good job. The build team and the scripters are doing a good job. If they weren't, there'd be problems obviously because we wouldn't be having certain events and shit if they weren't available. So yeah.
Why do you have an argument with Steak and MP chat for 6 hours, by the way?
See, that's not a question to ask. That's you already got your question. We asked a different one. All right, I'm bringing up Silver now. What's up? You're ticking, by the way. We're at 10 seconds. 15. Okay. All right.
Yo, all right. First of all, whoever.
I don't know who the hell brought you up. All right, Brightwix.
I'm here. Sorry. Thank you for inviting me. My question is though, do you plan on more interactions for like gangs, like just randomly dangerous people, people,
criminal lore.
To like aid you in the future, you know?
Have you gone
I was thinking
to the
like
West?
doctors. Well, I'm not an MP, so not
Have
really,
you gone
but,
to the West?
That isn't my only question though, Ozzy.
Yeah, what's up?
So, what about like FIS? You plan for like more interactions with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ideally, the best situation for all these things, such as SOS, VG, RG, and FIS. VG right now is currently going through a transition era where players are kind of I don't know, the commander's supposed to do it. I guess he hasn't done anything. Like they could make a player VG right now. They're just not doing it. I don't know why. It'd be pretty cool, but I guess they're not doing it. So regarding, actually, I'll speak on this. So regarding elite squads, we do want to give them purpose. So they may see crazy shit, and sometimes that crazy shit might spill into the public. So there's definitely a want to be in a want and an investment to be in these, and there's also a danger to them, but there's also a high reward to them. So it goes hand in hand. There's
yeah.
lore reward and progression reward. So yes, eventually
may,
some players will be in FIS, like it'll be inducted. Like there's routes for that shit. So yeah.
I don't know if there is an FIS captain, but I do know there's a current active one. But I feel like that would be cool to see.
Yeah, that guy's been around. That guy's definitely been around. All right, Brightwix, appreciate you, bro.
thank you.
Love you. Appreciate the questions and time. Let's get through sit rep. Get this guy on stage.
All right, hello?
What's up, man?
So I wanted to ask about branch interaction. From most of my time being in the game so far, I've only had SOLs at the castle, and it's a bit weird that I don't get to interact with like any other branch. You
All
plan
right.
on making it so that stuff like that is more interactive between players?
Yeah. Again, I'm gonna iterate. I'm just gonna be completely honest. It's generally my fault that events weren't hosted. That's on me. So, yeah. Yeah, we plan on doing stuff like that. It's just kind of like it's kind of hard to kind of send other branches to the castle because of what's happened in the past with other people and trolling and shit. So we'll see. We'll see.
No, I understand that. I meant more like SOLs outside of the castle because it's kind of weird that we only get them.
Oh yeah. Nah, there'll be SOS outside the castle.
That's all I want to ask. Thank you.
I appreciate your time, man. DBL, let's go.
All right, thank you guys for having me. I just wanted to ask, like, can we get some more content inside of the Patreon test plays? Like, there's like actually nothing in there, literally nothing. It's a barren wasteland with gear and tiny spawning abilities.
Yeah.
Can we get some more content in there, please? Or like, come like join occasionally, like fuck around. And so it's really boring in there. I feel like it's kind of useless.
It's just a sandbox.
Can you like encourage mods like pull up in there and start fucking around or something? Cause like there's
We can't. I'm not gonna encourage moderators to leak lore sensitive content. I just can't do that because it's just a test place. Like, you just fly around and hit shit. Like, I'm gonna give a detailed answer because I feel like a lot of people have felt this way. I can in good listen. Originally, when we dropped the test plays, I didn't even feel comfortable with Titans being in there, but I let it happen anyways. Personally, I find it hard to kind of like leak content in a way where like Patreons can see it. And I don't know. It's just there's no good way to do it. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think players would be happy. I don't even think I don't think most people would be happy. It's not even like a poor thing. It's just like I think it's just stupid to leak lore sensitive shit in Patreon. So that's just my personal opinion.
or like give us like more.
Bro, all right, bro. I appreciate your time. Cat Gamer 05, you're up.
Greetings. I guess there's two main things I was wondering about. When it comes to prominency, there's not really a way to see the progress of one bloodline getting it. Is there like
No.
a percent thing we can get? And with
No.
also no, okay. And then with TC Prodigy, you said a lot of that was affected by the descriptions. I know people are trying to kind of wipe in a sense because Prodigy's 15% extra talent points, and apparently it gives 2 rares. I'm not sure if that's a thing.
No, it does not.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
People are wiping for a 15% TP buff? Come on, bruh. All right, Snippier.
Z real quick. Don't fucking time that, dude. Can I just note on that question that like I mean, we brought this up many times. Staff has, everybody has. Purposeful wiping and everything of that sort is bannable. We do ban people for it. We have banned people for it. We will continue to ban people for it. Like if you go in and you fucking dump your points in strength, and then you're like, oh man, I put all my points in strength and now I have nothing in there. And then you try to fucking wipe. And you
Well, Pharaoh, that was your 30 seconds right there. TLDR, idiots get banned. All right, what's up, Snippier?
Hey man, how you doing, man? Yo, so I got a like quick question, like just two. So the first one, when is what's it called, the propaganda channel coming back? Because I want to like mess with like Match's fucking rep. And the second one, when am I getting paid like $6? By the way.
First question regarding newspapers. Not gonna lie, there is newspaper entities you can speak to. I just don't think anyone's tried it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Oh yeah. By the way, the people fucking telling me I'm SQC, you could go fucking.
All right. Kai Caesar. Yo, what's up, man?
Sorry, my mic was muted. Let me pull up my questions out of the script. When will desensitize be reworked?
Hello?
Get the fuck out of here. My question time.
All right. Okay, I'm actually gonna quick fire this for you. So regarding desensitize, I actually had an idea for desensitize and stress to give you different messages if you had desensitized. Also, rework desensitize how? What do you mean by that?
I made a suggestion about it that got ignored. I can link it to you.
All right, leave it to me. I will read it later. But regarding stress, regarding desensitize, if you have it, it's meant to give you different messages. I'm gonna probably look into adding it myself later, probably, maybe something like that. I always found it weird that strange feeling. Like I don't know, just I don't like that text. It's
It
just
means
weird to me.
nothing to me. I'm
Yeah,
so
I don't
edgy.
like. Yeah, I
shut
don't
the
like
fuck
it.
up.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
that was your question. All right, niggas just don't even want a fucking formal goodbye,
Hey,
bro.
God.
All right, well, see, now I just gotta take away niggas' perms, bro, because for fucking fool me once, bro, shame on you, nigga. All right. We'll do three more. We'll do three more people. Wrap it up, and I'll just do Steak as the final one. Cause fuck it, why not? Get this final words in here.
So, regarding the main plot point and storyline, I feel like it's way too rushed and progressed with the whole Breach of Shiganshina, like Wicked Admirals pulling up early in lore when you have Gen 1 shifters revealed. Shifters have hardening already and like they're experienced. Like, what do you have to say about like? I feel like lore is sloppy right now.
Have you ever watched Attack on Titan?
No, yeah, you are answering my question.
No, I'm just asking you.
Yeah, but this isn't the actual anime. It's a
No,
video game.
no, but that's.
I'm,
Oh my. Anyways, I got pinged in the group chat. I forgot I can't. I see this thing a lot. Okay, so anyways, regarding the breach and why it was like that. So originally, I'll be transparent. The breach was supposed to happen 2 months in the lore, and I did not like that. So I changed it, and I did it much earlier because a wise man once told me Attack on Titan is not Attack on Titan without the breach. Because realistically, why would you guys have researched Giran in the first place without the breach? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, there
because
would
we
have been
get
no
watched
incentive.
by Titans. What do you mean? Okay, one more
Okay,
question.
but the government would have never approved it.
Okay,
Like, and also regarding hardening, bro, Annie had hardening.
Yeah, but
Why?
That was season 2. Anyway, my last question, right? No, last question, right? Regarding like the whole like civilian, like government civilian lore, like civs are pretty like, I want to say against the crown, but they're openly unhappy with the whole starvation going on. MP constantly killing and burning down villages, murdering kids, all that. MP, don't try to lie. Don't try to lie. But I feel like there should be like more repercussions when players act up and more like interactions showing how they dislike MP and like riots and stuff going on in lore. Like I don't see anything happening to show like the events and how like they actually feel.
So I actually spoke on this when I first got on stage. I said I was generally unhappy. I said so a lot of the changes I did regarding like staff purges and firing lore team, I was generally unhappy with how we were representing how the walls looked and felt. It definitely didn't feel like a breach to me, but I do think the more recent events have kind of hammered that shit is going on. There definitely is a protest / riot thing. I don't know who's going to deal with it. I don't know if it was supposed to be SG or MP, but there was a like there's definitely like a protest / riot thing going on. So I can't really comment on that, but there definitely is. I think it's like a requestable thing right now. Something about niggas outside of Urbic or something like that. All right, I appreciate your time, and you can go back down. It's a lot. I don't even remember. I don't even know which vote. I don't even remember what vote that was.
Yo, so I will.
Who, bro? Niggas just get brought up randomly, bro. Niggas just get brought up randomly. I apologize. I yelled a little bit there. Shouldn't have done that. All right. So, Chunky, what's up, man?
Yo, thank you. I just wanted to ask about structurally with the lower team. Obviously, like a lot of shit went wrong, and nobody ended up happy with it. Are you actually making any structural changes to the lore team? Like, could you elaborate a bit on it so that does not happen in the future? Because
I
like this kind
fired
of screwed
half of
everybody
lore
over.
team.
I know, but like,
I demoted Cilio from co-project lead to lore team. I'm now the head of lore. I'm now the head of staff. I reformed staff team. Staff team is hosting events. I told lore team to organize lore. I'm hiring two new lore assistants. I don't really know what else I can say. Like that's it. That's as transparent as I can be.
you're just like centralizing it a bit, if that makes sense. Like you're making everything go through you in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the main difference.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate your time. All right. I'm gonna bring up Saint, and then I'll do two bias picks. Steak doesn't count as that bias pick. I'll bring up a SL High Com and someone from MP. Get the fuck down, Lord team. Yeah, I'll bring up, bro. All right, bro, Puppet. You know what? You could be the bias pick, bro. What's going on?
I gotta tell you the truth, man. The female
What's up,
Titan is
man?
overtuned and it needs to be nerfed now.
All right, so let me before this is asked and before I really get, all right, I know VK put you up to this. I'm gonna say that right now, but look, I'll say this right now. I got a smile on my face and I feel good, but let me tell you. So, yeah, the female is overtuned. You guys have Gen 1. You guys are trying to research Thunder Spears right now. Like, what? I feel like you guys aren't really. I feel like you guys aren't really understanding the reality of the situation. This is not old Birdcage. Old Birdcage, fucking you just ping chicken, go kill that shifter. Boom, shifter's dead. That's not how this is, bro. You guys gotta lock the fuck in. These shifters, they're scary, man. They're fucking terrifying. They will listen. They'll wipe you guys out. You don't understand. They'll wipe you out. We've shown this in the events, right? We can't just suddenly change it. We're not gonna nerf them. What's up, man?
You can handle 70 people Gen 4 right now. The old Gen 4. Female Titan still smoking them. That's how
No, absolutely not. From old Birdcage, no. The female Titan loses. You don't understand. People were hitting like 20K on Nape with fucking old Gen 4. Is actually disgusting. Generally, it was really bad. If it was old Birdcage Gen 4 and you had 70 people on the female Titan's wiped 100%. That shit was terrible. Fun fact, that damage cap, that shit did not work. That shit did not work. The hitbox slingers for shifter because of old lord latency. They have one tap damage for fuck's sake.
Like, can I comment on that? Please?
All right, bro.
Just really genuinely. Okay, so old lore, right? It could like compensate for like latency and raids, right? Like I'm sure you've seen the clips, right? As it is, you can't engage. I understand, like Gen 1, right? Even later on with like velocity, right? If you punch, you basically have a force field. There's nothing you can really do. Do you plan on changing that with current times, or is that just how it is?
Things will be adjusted as they need to. Things will be adjusted as they need to be. I will say this though: SL's plans to fight the female Titan has literally just been walk into the female Titan. I just want to say that. That's all. I just want to say that's all.
Yep, I'm gonna keep doing it too.
All right, bro. I mean, bro, just awaken shifter. Like that's really the fucking method. All right. We'll bring up someone from MP High Com just to get the disparity. We'll bring up Flopping Man. And then after that, okay, well he doesn't want to come on stage, so we'll bring up Boss 10 FX instead.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man?
First of all, just real quick, the breach was amazing. I don't know what they're dick eating about. That was the most beautiful piece of cinema I've ever seen. Anyway, I know you mentioned a lot about lore hunting. I like, oh, you want shit, just go lore hunting. Go get medical shit, get all that. But I'm curious, I know especially with the recent changes, you're basically running solo. And like I know you're hiring some more team, but if everything has to go through you, I just want to make sure like you're okay and you're getting help, because if you want people to lore hunt and try and get their lore through the game, that's gonna be actually doable instead of just, like waiting for a response or you're busy. Because I don't doubt your competency. I just want to make sure like you're physically able to like, do everything, or at least get some help doing it.
All right, let me give you the rundown. So me right now, I've been up for a very long time, like a very long time. In this time that I've been up, I've given like 4 to 5 event instructions. There's a big event planned tonight. I've gotten things done. I missed out on a reservation, unfortunately. That should piss me off. But I'm chilling right now, so it's good looks. I can definitely get shit done and organize it. I'm fine with doing that. I think it needs to be done because when it wasn't done before, me personally, I don't try to be like a control freak, but I definitely get upset when things don't go like a certain way, because then to me it doesn't feel like it makes sense, and I want lore to make sense and be fun. Like it don't gotta be fucking like don't got to be super strict, but it's just got to make sense and feel nice at least. Because I feel like some events have been inconsistent, but that's it.
Yeah, that's valid. Also, there is no damage cap, bro. I remember doing 16k with max spec. Shifters should be strong. Anyway, that's it. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you guys notice how an MP nigga was telling you guys that you should just wipe? That's got to be incentive. All right, and then for the final one, I don't think he's on stage anymore. All right, I guess we're not bringing up Steak. He's not on stage.
Hello?
There money is. All right. Yeah, 30 seconds, man. What's
the
up?
Great Purge, or the Great Terror, also known as Yezhov China, was conducted by the NKVD, the People's Commissariat for Internal Affairs, which functioned as the Interior Ministry and Secret Police of the USSR. Starting in 1936, the NKVD, under Chief Genrik Yagoda, began the removal of the Central Party leadership. Old
25,
Bolsheviks, government officials, and regional party
27,
bosses. Soviet politicians who opposed or
28,
criticized Stalin were removed from office and imprisoned
29,
or executed by the NKVD.
30. All right, well, I guess you didn't have a question. I don't know. But we'll bring up one more to compensate for that. Let's see. Let's bring up this guy. Actually, I'll bring up one more person to a moderator too, because why not?
Wow,
All right, man.
go
What's
on.
up? What's up, bro?
I can't lie. My question was pretty much about the shifters, but I wanna bring up like an interesting point. All right, so like cannons. What's up with that? Like, why are they so shit? Because I feel
They
like
don't work.
we tried.
I'm gonna get them fixed.
Okay. Secondly, what about like leg hitboxes on shifters? What do you think about that?
Getting that fixed.
All right, that's good news. Thank you. What else? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, 15.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'll bring up a moderator. This is your new community rep bucket.
Yeah. So I had one big question, and that was I've seen a couple people asking, but it was lower pacing. Do you want to keep things more fast paced than last lower this
Fast-paced.
time around? Like, okay. I'm not gonna ask on a time frame. That's dumb. I had a question about gear. Mainly with, do you plan on putting an upper limit on gear to ensure that it kind of doesn't get to the same state as it does last lore?
You mean where people are flying across the map in less than 30 seconds?
Yeah, is there like a
Yes.
sort of intended limit you have in mind for how far we can research it? Okay.
Yeah.
And then
I
also,
mean, you'll be able to get Gen 4, obviously.
please fix the mid-air velo drop. It's from last lore and it's scaled too high. That's it.
Heard. All right, I gotta bring a certain person up on stage. I gotta find him first. I don't know this nigga's Discord. I've been told to bring him up, but I don't know this nigga's Discord. Hold on, I gotta look him up. You know it's bad when you gotta type a nigga's name into the fucking... I don't even know if he's on stage. It's gonna piss me off. Oh, no, he is. All right, boom.
Hello? Why did I get brought up?
Didn't you ask to get brought up?
No.
All right, bro. Niggas just pissed me off. Oof. I'm not pissed off actually, but we'll bring up one more, and then that's the end. We'll end the meeting there, and that's that. We'll do.
I have a question.
Your lore team.
I know.
You can just ping me in the lore team server.
Yeah, I'm allowed to be here, right?
Yeah.
My bad. I was in the bathroom. My bad. My question is fuck, I forgot it. Is shifter like this lore, right? Obviously like we're Gen 1, but regarding shifters, I was wondering if there things like stamina and how many shifts they have is being checked. Like
yes.
Okay. Because
this nigga wouldn't know, by the way. I don't know why he said yes, but he wouldn't know. But yes.
You mean? Yes, I do know. I have access to all the logs, Ozzy V. I'm in every server.
No, it's just it seems like the only thing stopping SL from making any progress is just the fear of a fucking shifter showing up in any little thing we do.
Yeah, that is it's a valid fear.
Yeah, no, but it's okay. Never mind. Okay, bye.
Yo, Ozzy, real question.
Bro,
Like
you
I
can just
saw,
ping in the Lord.
I know, but
Sorry.
like I just wanted to know, like I miss him already, bro. Where's fifth respawn?
Fifth respawn left the game because of burnout. I don't really know anything about that. He
Can you
quit.
bring him back?
I don't know. I don't know why he left. I DM'd him. I wanted to pay him, but I don't know what's going on with that. I'll DM him again later.
I miss him already.
Yeah, I do too. That's the GOAT. So I gotta look into that. Fuck it. We'll end on Suki, and that's it. And then I've been up for 40 hours, guys. I can finally go to sleep after this shit.
All right, hi. I just kind of had a bit of a breather about so obviously the female, yeah, sure, running straight at her is not going to work considering her base tuning. But the main issue is that the other main way that even in the show they combat the female, we still can't do that yet because lore hasn't advanced. So I'm
Lore
just
has
confused.
advanced. You guys are just ass.
I mean, it is okay. Look, the whole way Erwin, even in the show, combats the female is after Aaron shifts, right? There are technically some leaps and bounds in lore logic that we can't make yet because we have no idea, right?
So wait. Let's pause there. That's a good question. Maybe, right? With the out of lore knowledge that we have, maybe we can't fight the Titans yet. Maybe, just maybe, it's actually fucking impossible without a Titan shifter. I'm just saying, like out of lore, this is the out of lore knowledge, okay?
No,
in lore,
fair.
y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing, but out of lore, let's be real for a second. I don't understand why you guys have the expectation that you're gonna beat a shifter with your shitty ass technology that you
I don't
have
think
right
anyone's
now.
expecting to
I
beat
think
her.
you guys are. Listen, I'm gonna be real. I think MP's got it locked down. You know, they're sitting inside the walls and chilling and shit, and they don't got to deal with it. You guys are out here fighting fucking Titans where you need the technology and the shit. Like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
I was looking at something right now. I had the people group chat.
I'm just wondering, why did we retcon Mark II Gen 1 as well?
They didn't get retconned.
You told me the other day at a VC that you reverted it. You
No,
literally
I
told me
didn't.
this, Ozzy.
I thought it was.
Ozzy, you literally told me at SP2.
So
You
let me
actually
explain.
said
Actually,
that.
let me actually explain what happened. Oh, I didn't even. Well, I guess niggas just. So I'll clarify. You guys have Gen 2 right now. It was just a miscommunication between me and Baggin because what I wanted it to be separate purchasable gears. The way I wanted it to work was.
He means Mark II, chat. Chill out. He means
All right,
Mark
I'll
II.
explain. All right, so the way I wanted it to work was I wanted gear to work like this. So if you had Mark 1, you had to buy Mark 2. And if you had Mark 2, you would be upgrade, like you would automatically upgrade, but you'd have to buy the next one. Like, does that make sense? So let's say if you're Mark 2, you automatically, like, you know what I'm saying? So like if you're on Mark 3, you'd have the Mark 2 buffs automatically. That's how it would work. But yeah, it just wasn't done, so it was just applied globally, and I thought differently, and I only found out recently, so it's my bad. You guys have the Mark 2 is out. You guys have Mark 2. The gear you have right now is Mark 2. That's why some people have been faster. We've also looked into something because apparently, I'm not gonna say who, but some people were hitting 700 velo. Okay, that's not okay. That's really not fucking okay. Had to deal with that. I don't know why little Lamey wants to come on stage, but we'll let him as the last person. Unless he doesn't want to. All right, I guess he doesn't. So like I said, I misclicked. Wait, you do want to come up or you don't? All right, bet. So that's the end of the February meeting. If there's any other questions that you feel like you would have rather heard answered, ping me in the questions channel. I'll answer them there. All right. I appreciate 300 for stop bringing people up on stage. I appreciate y'all for coming up on stage and talking and shit and airing shit out. I'm glad I was able to be transparent with the community because I know a lot of people were concerned with a bunch of niggas being fired and stuff like that. Someone said talk about SG, but what is there to talk about? A 5-year AOTU
Exactly.
veteran,
Fuck.
5-year AOTU veteran shot the commander. Actually, this guy, I'm looking at him right now. I'm gonna leak who it was. Chemical. It was Chemical who did that shit, by the way. Gen 1 player and everything. That guy shot the commander for no reason. So anyways, I appreciate y'all for showing up. I'm gonna end the stage now. I hope y'all have a lovely evening. I've been
As
up
I
for
was
fucking
saying-
42 hours. All right. I hope y'all have a fantastic evening, fantastic night.
If I
Stop trolling, nigga. All right. Appreciate y'all. Peace, y'all. Love y'all.
anyway, like I was saying.